Morning to the people of the world and to the Republic of the Philippines, and particularly to the Bangsamoro and people of Mindanao. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This morning, I would like to emphasize a little of genealogy or history documentation of the Sultanate of Sulu and North Borneo. It is beyond argumentation that Sulu and North Borneo is historical in the sense Sulu had been independent himself since 100 years before the Spaniard came to the Philippines. Evidently, we are independent because there was already a governance wherein the Sultan of Sulu is the governance, and it possesses the independence because at that time Sulu was a purely Islamic state. And we have commerce, we have armed forces, we have governance, we have territory, and it has been globally recognized before the Spaniard came to the Philippines. After the time when the Spaniard was already in the Philippines for 300 years, still Sulu is and Mindanao is a purely Islamic state. It has its own sovereignty and it is an independent in perception or in application. There are a lot of treaties that have been made by the Sultan of Sulu with other nations. We have the Treaty of Paris, we have the Batis Agreement, we have a Carpenter Memorandum Agreement, and recently we have this Mipilando Agreement, and we have the Treaty Agreement of 1920, which is executed by the Prime Minister Tunku Abdul Rahman of Malaysia, and we have the House Bill 42. These are documented evidence wherein to show that Sulu and North Arab Sulu is an independent state. Now here I am coming openly to restore or to work together with the King and the Queen, King Raha Mamay Abdurrajak and Queen Maria Makilin Abdurrajak, to work hand in hand to restore the Sultanate of Sulu and North Borneo. It is a restoration because this has been forgotten and this has been blotted out and marked when the Philippine government declared their independence in 1946 under the first elect President Manuel Ruas, who Sulu was made as a part of the Republic of the Philippines. In 1946, it was witnessed by General MacArthur and other U.S. officials when they declared the independence of the Republic of the Philippines, affiliating Sulu as a part of the Republic of the Philippines. Now, if we are going to base the history, or we are going to base on the law check in the international law, even in the U.S. law, even in the Republic of the Philippines, it has been stated that a certain nation cannot be affiliated to other nation. In other words, how come that Sulu was incorporated to the Republic of the Philippines when Sulu was an independent state before the creation of the Republic of the Philippines. And that is a violation of international law of the United Nations. That is Charter 3 and the U.S. Constitution of 1878. It violates on Article 1, Section 6 of the U.S. government constitution. But how the U.S. can afford to affiliate or to lead Sulu as a part of the Republic of the Philippines? So this is something mystery, something unlawful, and something illegal. Now, because of this action, although have been considered as a loose condom, now we, the descendant, the royal blood of the Sultanate of Sulu, come to open and ask the world, particularly the Republic of the Philippines, including the Malaysian government, to please return back the sovereignty to us, because we are the direct descendant of the Sultan of Sulu. As we all notice that the Raha, Mamay Abdurrajak, who is our head in this restoration of Sulu and North Borneo, is a direct blood of Sultan Hussein Kalamuddin, Sultan Jamalul Alam, and also a close relatives, Apo of the Prime Minister Tunku Abdul Rahman, the first Islamic Sultan, or the first Islamic king of Southeast Asia. Including myself, wherein I am also a direct royal blood of Sariful Hasim Abu Bakar. As we all know, in the history, he is considered as the first Sultan of Sulu, and also a descendant of Hussein Kalamuddin of Brunei. And we are also a close blood type relation with the Raha now, in which we have been together in unifying Sulu into one. And we believe if this restoration of sovereignty, restorations of governance will be handed to us, we can rest assured that peace and development is perfectly done in Mindanao. As a matter of fact, we have created and established a structural organization that is not only true for Sulu and North Borneo. We include our brothers, our sisters, the Lumad and the Christian. We go to the extent of organizing ourselves, and it has been long organized, but we are now moving for the proper implementation with the assistance of those people outside the world and inside the Republic of the Philippines, only to assist us for the implementations of this authority. We have organized the Bangsamoro Multiracial Federal Republic of the Philippines. And this Bangsamoro Multiracial Federal Republic of the Philippines, we endorse and we made the King and the Queen to lead us ahead. And Mindanao was held administratively by 3 dignified and personality leaders who also belong to the royal blood. We have the Raja Sulaiman that covers Region 9, Region 10, 11, and we have Raja Muda Utik that covers Region 12, and we have also Raja Buayan that covers Region 9. In all these provinces, we have a our respected Sultan who belong to the royal blood, and we encourage, as a matter of fact, we have already in the group, the tribal group, the Lumad is with us, led by Nanay. He is now destined to hold as far as Lumad is concerned. And then we have the Christian sister and brothers that is also handled by the Queen, Maria Makiling, and the Muslim brothers, wherein its leadership is also handled by yours truly as a deputy, and also the King, Mamay Abduraja, as the head of Islamic command or Islamic administration. So all these things had been divided as far as Mindanao is concerned. There is nothing wrong. We are calling all our brothers Christians, our brothers Muslims, and our brothers Lumad to at least to work with us, because we are for humanitarian, we are for development, because we wanted that the money or the material thing that has been left by our forefathers, the Sultanate governance or the Sultan itself, will be utilized for the welfare of the people of Mindanao, particularly on development. We have prepared ourselves the project to undertake, that is livelihood and housing project and many other projects that we have to undertake. But we abhor violence. We don't want war. We don't want killing. We don't want destruction. We want a good life, a decent life, a Christians and a Muslim life, a Lumad life, a life that gives us better, a life wherein we live and we sleep a nighttime free without any scared or without any threat from outside forces. We also invite the Philippine government, particularly the soldier, to please help us in doing this program that we have in mind. Our program is for peace. Our program is for development. As I have said again, we are against war. I don't want that my brother MNLF, my brothers MILF, and including our brother Abu Sayyaf and other organizations that intend to overthrow the government, to please, we have to work together for peace. We have experienced war, because in my case, I am a top officer of the Moro National Liberation Front. I am a division commander of the National Border Command, wherein our headquarters is in Cotabato City. But I feel it, for how many years we do in fighting, but there is no good result. What is the result is both are losers, the Philippine government and the Moro National Liberation Front. The same things also what that happened to the MI now, I believe, is the same history. So let us work together. I am asking to your support, to support our king and our queen in order that Sultanate governance will be restored. Because it is our own sovereignty. It is our own territory. Nobody can grab this, because this is documented globally and even locally. It is documented. We have all the evidence to present in the United Nations, if the case may be called upon, that we are the owner of Sulu and Mindanao and also of North Korea. And that's all I can say. Good morning to everyone. Thank you. What's up?
Morning to all the world and to the people of Philippines, especially in Mindanao, Sulu, Tawi-Tawi, Basilan, Palawan, and Sabah. We are very much happy today because finally we were able to come out with all these documentations that we have, that my book, the documentary files, the book that I have been presenting to the Congress, to the Senate, to the Department of Foreign Affairs, to the group of the MILF, which also they used, to all the private entities that had made this book as their platforms. This book remains to be a part of our mission to rectify the errors and to restore the Sultanate of Sulu in North Borneo, which is the lost kingdom, Lupasu, United Kingdom of Sulu. Many question my identity. Many mock me. Many malign me of why I am the queen. But they failed to see the one behind me, the one who sent me, who is God himself, the author of life, the author of this book, through me and through the king who holds the secret of the Sultanate of Sulu in North Borneo. We are lucky today also to have the Deputy Sultan, Sultan Muhammad Sharif, Professor Abu Bakr, with his three brothers, Sultan Umrah, Sultan Jabiri, and the young Kambri. They are the bloods that connects us to the real essence of this fight, the Sultanate of Sulu in North Borneo. But we cannot deny also the fact that the Sultanate of Mindanao is part of this game, the spiritual game that we are going to fix. The spiritual warfare that I had been undergoing is very severe up to this point in time. Many wanted to kill me. Many wanted to kidnap, to ambush. I have faced all this, but I know that I will win because God is my armor, truth is my banner, and justice is my pattern to achieve the goal of ultimate peace and order in the territory of Mindanao, Sulu, up to Sabah. As we say, we have exhausted all means to make this thing more powerful, to be able to convince the entire world that we are indeed the true heirs and successors to the throne of the Sulu Sultanate. I gained my queenship because I married the true Sultan of Sulu in North Borneo. In the part of video of Sultan Mamay, he told the world that he is my husband. That's why I am called Maria Makiling. I would revert that statement to him. I am Maria Makiling, so therefore you are the true Sultan of Sulu. We are programmed by God, by Allah, to represent once again the true unification that our forefathers has been doing right from the start, since immemorial. That is the reason our grandfathers told us, as long as there is sun and moon, our lineage will never be eradicated from this world, from earth below, and from the heavens. This is the time I am calling the Christians who maligned me, the Christians who put me into such kind of terrible pain that I am not of what I am. But I could tell you, being an ex-Dominican of the congregation of the St. Catherine of Siena, I have found the inner truth about the Sultanate of Sulu in North Borneo. All of this has been written in this book that I could thereby tell the Congress, the Senate, to make their pain of resolving, of restoring the Lupasu. It's all here, from the preamble to the conclusion. Shame on you people there, because it take only me and Sultan to put this together through the support of the leaders that we have chosen, but yet you tried to pay them, take them all and use them against us, even to mock us, to destroy us physically and morally. Shame on you that you cannot even try to go down to the level of what is really meant to be in the true humanitarian services, protecting the lives of the poor people, defending them on their basic rights, the right to live, the right to eat, the right to shelter. But what you are doing is you make them as your usage to be able to put them into such kind of materiality for your own vested interest, especially in the elections. You make them as your people to vote for you. You buy them. You buy their basic rights. You kill them slowly, silently, because they are under your control. Many years has passed. Many lives has been lost. And yet you continue to go on the machinations that you want to gain control of the money, of the power that has been with the Sultan. But most of all, you want this because you want to enrich yourself more and more of the money, of the wealth, of the properties that has been left to us. It is for the poor people. I thereby asked the support of the bishops. As I keep on telling you, I am not against you. I am still the Sister Helen that you loved, the Sister Helen that you have taken care of. But I have the mission to fulfill. I have to marry the Sultan to be able to help fix this. The 400 years, the 500 years, and now the end of the Magfilindo, Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia Treaty that was signed by Tunku Abdul Rahman Putra Al-Hadj, Diosdado Macapagal, and Sukarno of Indonesia. And this will expire in September 16, 1963. A few years marking, and I will be 50 by then, in July 3, 1963, the start of the time that Tunku Abdul Rahman trying to conceptualize how to fix the territory against the aggression of the foreign invaders, such as China, US, the conspiracy of the foreign meddlers just to create wars in the territory of our forefathers, the Sulu archipelago. At this point in time, as I keep on telling you, Professor Marvick Leonen, go to Lola Deer, Congresswoman Josephine Dominguez, who has been with me in the few months that we have been together. She made easier all these proceedings to me to be able to reach to Pinoy, to Ramos, to all the leaders that needed to be reminded that indeed the true Sultan of Sulu has surfaced. I also ask favor to you, Attorney Serapio. In all my documentations, your name surfaced because you brutally thrown the truth into my face that became the pain of my neck, that I want really to tell you that Fuad is not the Sultan that you need to be able to get the money. That is Raja Mamay, the grandson of Tunku Abdul Rahman Putra Al-Hadj, known as Hussein Kamaluddin of Brunei, and Muhammad Kamaruddin of Sulu. Please, try to rectify your errors. This time, do not use Ferma Usman, Carmen Buan Camino, trying to crawl all my leaders, paying them to go with you and fight against me. Even making use of Amino Farida, Baikan Rajaboyan, Makalaw, all those people that I have withdrawn the authority given to them because you made them used against us. I tried also to tell you that we can fix them together with you, and yet you are stubborn, hard-headed because you want to impose your own. But nonetheless, I thank the support of the two leaders which are with me now through the leadership of the Deputy Sultan, Sultan Professor Abu Bakar and his brothers, with the Lumads, Nanay Nadela Lilia Nob, with her deputy Sultan Kaka Nasir Amiruddin, whom all of you has been using also for the finance, for all the certificates that you have been trying to get and accommodate because of Jakarta and all this. Stop dealing with the Marcoses pretending to be them, because they are all syndicates trying to roam the territory, collecting money in exchange for all the promises that they want to give you to mislead you. This time, listen. Listen to us, because the secret is with us. I call the United Nations because you have been prepared by Tunku Abdul Rahman, the International Court of Justice. The secret is with you. To the Queen of England, to the King of Saudi, we tried to communicate with you directly, but we have extremely experienced all the blockades, all sides. But as I always believe, God is with me, and I can always find a way to reach you. But this time, through this coverage that our brother Nesty is trying to help us, putting to all the worlds before every one of you resigns, because as Sultan Mamay resign or take poison, so that the secret of the dark force remain with you, so that we could change the world radically. We can open the oil field that has been entrusted to me with Raja Sulaiman, Dato Sultan Ama Pandala Pasandanan, the implementer of the Blood Compact, which we have done in October 20, 2010, of which this is the same documents which you used, presented it to Malaysia, presented it to the government of the Philippines, used by Marvic Leonin, by the OPAP, Teresita Dandilas, all of you. I have been with you. I have been seeing you in many times in Congress, all the functions, top gathering, and yet you tried to ignore me and the Sultan because you believe on the lies, not on the truth. You support the sultans of your choice. The program that President Marcos did when he supported Julas Pikiram, that is the lineage of Rodinol. Now this time, you tried to support Julas Pikiram on the blood of Muhammad Fuad, who is the strong support of the NLF with Ms. Ruari. So all of these are all lies from the start, because you failed to see the same Sultan which they used, they killed them, they poisoned him to be able to gain that power to manipulate us. You people in the government trying to tell, I could hear in my own ears that, hey, the impostor is with us. Woe to you all. You call me impostor, you call me fake, I do not care. But at least I hold the secret. I hold the antidote of your hypocrisy, which is my conscience. That's why I fight to my death, because I hold the truth. Woe to you for supporting Ismail Kiram, the appointed Sultan of Tun Mustafa Harun, in conspiracy with Malaysia. You failed to see that these two lineage has been trying to fight each other to gain their control. Now Dato Punchungan's son, Dato Pueng, brought with him the troops. This is again a platform, a propaganda supported by the Malaysian government, the troops. But I thank you, Pinoy, if am I right of what I heard, that you do not want to support this anymore. I salute you, because I know that your time is also running short. You have to face the truth, or else you will be accorded with the proper sanctions, as Sultan of Sulu said. We have been told a long time ago, the richest man in the world is the true Sultan. And I could vouch for that. Because upon 2 weeks of our marriage, I have received a call from Willie Cristal, a lawyer. The group of Hillary Clinton in the finance group called me that the true Sultan indeed is Sultan Maman. I was asked with the question, how would I do if I see the enormous wealth and properties of the Sultan of Sulu? Because indeed I am the wife of the true Sultan of Sulu. One thing I told him back is simple. I will use it for the sake of the poor. I will give it to them. Now, USA President Barack Obama, the manipulator in Malacanang, told me that you do not want to let me out because we know too much. But this time I would tell you also, I know too much because I am beholden to the truth. God is using me to shed light to all the lies that you have covered. Because if we will not face the truth, we cannot resolve the lies that you have been doing for so many years. As the appointed Queen of the Republic of the Philippines by virtue of predecessor of Law 101 vested on Sultan Mamay, I thereby accept as the Queen of the Federal Republic of the Philippines to be able to fix not only Mindanao, as President Ramos said, but the entire Sulu archipelago. I am being weighted by Brunei, by Sabah High Court, by Indonesia, because they knew that I am behind Mamay. I am the brain of Sultan Mamay, because I am the brain of God wanted me to be able to save the poor, to be able to save Liguas and Mars. We have been trying to block because you do not want us to benefit from the oil field that has been there for so many years. That is the enormous deposit of the oil now throughout the world. Instead to help me fix that, put in a proper structure, you deny us by killing us. Christian, Muslims, unite. The Lumads has been already asked to unite. And I know that I have properly documented all of these things. We have already submitted this to the representative of the International Court of Justice. That's why my fight is not here. It is in the global aspect. I was already instructed by our forefathers to go into the higher levels. And with me, the alive, living witness, Sultan Turun Lawan Dumaga, which of you, manipulator, tried to persuade him to go to your camp and tried to at least harass him to disengage with me. But you cannot, because he is also programmed. He has been coming out from his grave to protect me. And now the Sultan Pandala Pasandalan, the owner of the oil field, made me as the queen to help open the oil field together with his son, Sultan Kayulawan Pandala Pasandalan, the Supreme Sultan of the Raja Sulaiman, who is now in control of the Liguas and Mars. Because upon the confession of Sultan Hasim Sultan, the last ace that you tried to sabotage my mission, confessed to me that in exchange of 2 million, you tried to penetrate Dato Kakumalaw and Kakaaida, your last string, to destroy my mission. Woe to you in trying to use your money, which is also the money of the poor. You have been trying to use the money which is supposedly for the poor. Help the poor, and we will be together. Do not just help the rich, but I am the queen of the poor. That's why I fight for the poor. Who are your victims? Who are your vehicle for you to win? Therefore, I support the people that wrote me, no election, but honor Macalindo, honor the Federal Republic of the Philippines, because I fear if you do not, the Sultan has rights and the power to remove Mindanao and Sulu from the Philippine jurisdiction. You are also lone country, that's why I'm trying to represent the Christians, because I pity the Christians, because the illiterate Muslim would like to get even with them. They want to kill the Christians, that's why I protect. I tried to block the wars, but you people trying to support the MNLF, the MILF, the BIFM is with me. So they are the one destined to be with the Sultan of Sulu and North Borneo, with Kaka Umbrakato, who was appointed as the chief commander and chief of staff of Sulu Sultanate and North Borneo. And the chief of staff and general commander of the Sultanate of Maguindanao is Sheikh Hassan Indal. Now all of you that has been trying to monitor me and found the truth, go to him or go to Sultan Kayulawan Pandala Pasandalan, now trying to mediate that no more wars, no more chaos in the territory. I am here now in Zamboanga, and I want all those troops that invade Sabah to go back to Mindanao or go back to Sulu, because it has been already negotiated through our lawyer, through our representative, our appointed negotiator, chief negotiator, Dato Anwar bin Abdul Aziz. Okay? He is the one fighting now for the sake this Mapilindo will be able to have unification with all the top leaders, including the Queen of England, who is an associate director. So all the money in the world are already put in one account, that is mother account. All those trying to collect money in behalf of Marcoses, please stop. You cannot get it. I guarantee you, because President Marcos only a lawyer of Sultan Jamalul Kiram II, but you failed to see who is the owner of the gold. The source of origin is my spiritual mother, and that is Mama Mary. That is Putri Turulawan Dumaga, or Princess Nazaria of Basilan, of which she gave it to Sultan Jamalul Kiram II, supposedly to help us here to benefit from it. But it was covered by black forces. That's why they were asked to use it, but their time has ended. So I therefore command now to be with us, to join together, convene, so that we can make a harmonious relationship, to have the implementations of all the programs I prepared together with the sultans, with all the funders, with all the friends that I have all over the globe. Go to the proper entity and come to Mindanao. I am in Mindanao. So by this time, I really thank God. I thank Jesus for having his heart given to the Sultan of Sulu. Because if not, the sultans of Sulu, they choose is their mandate to kill the Christians. We are not in favor of that. We want to be together in benefiting the oil field and the wealth of the Sultan of Sulu and North Brunei. Thank you very much, and good luck to everybody, and I hope that the President of this country will open his heart and his soul to the truth and justice. Come with me, and we will be able to fix Mindanao, Sulu, and the whole world. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alif Lam Mim. Mga kapatid kong Pilipino, Muslim, tribals, Christian, ito na ang taon ay tayo magkaisa para magtulungan. Ito na ang panahon para makuha natin ang yaman, pinahiram ng presidente natin, Ferdinand Marcos. Siya po ay trustee ng uncle ko, Jamalul Kiram II, para pinalaki niya ang yaman sa iba-ibang bansa na umaapaw na ang interes. Hihiling ko sa inyo para magkaisa tayo. Lahat ng pera hiniram sa atin ng buong mundo, sa uli nila na ang interes. Hindi natin kunin ang principal, pero ang interest na para ma-speed development ang Mindanao, Visayas, Luzon. Tayo ay magkaisa. Kagaling namin din sa last January 21, 2013, doon po kami sa Sulu. Doon ako sa Sulu with the Queen of the Republic of the Philippines, Maria Makiling Helena Fatima Nazaria Durajak. Together with my deputy, yung nag-usap kanina sa interview, si Professor Abu Bakar Muhammad, Ariful Hasim. Siya ay nagpunta doon kay board member Izquierdo to negotiate and to have a courtesy with the governor. Kami and Queen nagpunta sa mayor sa munisipyo. Pero nakita ako ng mayor, pinahintay ako sa opisina almost 1 hour. Pero busy ang mayor, kinausap lang ako ng kapatid niya, secretary. Sabi niya magbalik daw kami ng hapon, pero hindi na kami pumunta. Pag alam namin, with the information from the board member, galing sa deputy ko, sabi niya, ang governor flew to Manila, from Manila to Jeddah. Ewan ko totoo ka o hindi. Pag punta ko doon sa Sulu, I visited all my grandfather's grave para pinabuhay ko na sila. Kasi dito sa katotohanan, sa mga descendant namin, wala pong kamatayan dahil sila ay awliya, spiritual leader. Kaya nga sila ay buhay. Dahil dito nagkagulo tayo, dahil sa mga two chairman. The first organization was established by Tun Mustafa in Sabah. That is MNF, Moro National Liberation Front. The founder is Mustafa Harun, Chief Minister and Head of State of Sabah, which they appoint Chairman Nur Mishwari, Nurul Laji, Professor, as the chairman of the MNF. First they create is the Jabida Massacre. Ang Jabida Massacre na yan, program po yan, puro drama. That is the game of the general. Ngayon kayong mga general, naka-assign dito sa West Mincom, patigilin mo na ang away-away sa Sulu at Basilan. This is your last warning, General. Makinig ka sa akin. Ako ay totoong Sultan of Sulu and North Borneo dahil ilutang ko na ang kingdom ng lolo ko. The lost kingdom for how many centuries? 450 centuries. Now I come out already into reality that I have to declare Lupa Sug United Kingdom Multiracial Islamic Sultanate. Sulu Southeast Asia, North Borneo, Sabah. Yun po ang pangalan ng kingdom ipatayo ko sa 2013. 15 council, kung ayaw niyo pang sumunod sa katotohanan, doon pa kayo sa gira-gira, kailangan kayo ipasok sa kulungan. 15 council. You will all issued a warrant of arrest through the advice of the true Sultan of Sulu and North Borneo, na hindi niyo alam. Lahat ng claimant are representative, the 9 son of Punjungan. The 9 son of Punjungan, they are 9 years, which is recognized by Mustafa and Malaysian government. And also the 9 rulers of Malaysia, they are political appointed. And I know among the 9 rulers, the one who support the 9 years is the Sultan of Johor, Ibrahim, Sultan Ibrahim. Kau jangan lagi buat kacau-kacau di Mindanao. Aku tahu kau. Itu General Iskandar waktu Datuk saya pegang Singapura last King of Southeast Asia. Dia punya general, kau punya bapak. Dia lantik sebagai Sultan Singapura dahil pinsan. Sepupu satu kali, sepupu. Jangan lagi kau kali-kali buat kacau di Mindanao. Aku mau kasih develop sudah supaya orang-orang saya tiada kerja, dia akan kembali untuk kehidupan yang baru. Sultan Johor, tumigil ka na. Maghinto ka na. President Noynoy, alam ko wala kang magawa dahil ang nagpatakbo 490 spiritual government. Kailangan ko sa iyo, please advise Ochua to resign. Siya ang nagpagawa lahat ng laro, lahat ng kasalanan ng presidente ng buong Pilipinas kasi may dalawang administration. Ang administration galing sa iyo ay katotohanan. Yung galing sa spiritual, gumawa ang kalukuhan dito with the drama of the military. Ha? Alam ko, the founder of Bago Sayap, Fidel Ramos, ha? Ang sabi mo sa Queen, fix Mindanao. Ngayon nandito na kami, gumawa pa kayo ng kalukuhan. Juan Ponce Enrile, tama na. Matanda ka na. Malapit ka na mamatay. Ha? You have to resign now. Ha? And form, dissolve the assembly, national government, local government, honor the Federal Republic, which has been introduced, the joint conclusion, Article 10, and April 23, 2008, during Macapagal Arroyo regime. Kayo Arroyo, tumigil na kayo. Huwag na kayo maggawa na you are not the true clayman. The true clayman is only one. Isa lang po yan, lumabas. Kung lalabas na ang totoong apo, lalabas na kayo. Pero, kailangan natin magkaisa. Kaya nga ang Region 9, Peninsula Zamboanga, controlled by my deputy, is under control by my deputy, Professor Muhammad Abubakar. Siya po yung pinag-iwanan ko dito, siya ang mag-ayos ng Region 9. Kasi noong una, we have to focus on province, gumawa pa kayo ng gulo. Ha? Mayroon pa kayong drama-drama, mga local government dito sa Mindanao. Ha? Congressman Tupay, tumigil ka na. Ha? Nanalo ka dahil binayaran mo ang mga tao diyan sa Sulu. Alam ko, yung election 2010, nandiyan ako. Ha? Nag-report sa akin ng dalawang attorney, members of the NGO, non-government organization. Nakita nila ng dalawang mata nila. Doon kayo kay Sakultan. Kaya nga nanalo ang party list ni Sakultan dahil ang pera na yan, 17 bucks, 17 billion pesos. That is the interest of the 9B, which is sent by Queen Elizabeth to the long lost grandson, is the right person. That is me, under my Malaysian name, Gamal bin Abdul Ghaffar. Kinuha ninyo yan dahil pinalipat ninyo sa Tagog. Magbayad kayo. Ha? Gloria, magbayad kayo. Tumigil na kayo. Wala ng election. Pilipinas, Malaysia, no election. Kung mag-election pa kayo, you have to pay the 50 years. Your country is known. Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia, you don't have sovereignty. Now, kunin ko na lahat ang sovereignty para sa tao. Kasi pinahirapan ninyo ang buong Pilipinas. Saan na ang yaman natin? Bakit naghihirap ang Pilipinas? Prince from Estrada, Arroyo, now Noy, we are exporting our own people to alien countries. Kaya nga tumatawa ang ibang bansa. Bakit ang yaman ng Pilipinas? Pina-export nila ang tao nila. Saan na ang pera natin? Kaya nga lahat ng local government, especially the Senado, Congress, tumigil na kayo maggawa ng batas. Lahat ang batas ginawa niyo is the self-interest, self-popularity. Ha? Nagyaman kayo ng hindi pera ninyo, pera ng tao yan. Isauli ninyo ang pera ng tao. Ipa-audit ko kayo. Kung hindi ninyo i-honor ang Federal Republic, I have to withdraw the Mindanao state. Full independent. That is my concern as the true Sultan of Sulu in North Korea. Kaya nga, ang Pope Benedict XVI nag-resign dahil lulutang ang lolo ko. Dahil lulutang ako. Hindi ko na pwede pagtago ang katotohanan, kailangan ipalabas ko para malaman ang mga Pilipino naghihirap hanggang ngayon. Ha? Hindi na makapag-aral ang anak natin. Dahil lahat binabayaran. Hindi na tayo makapapunta sa hospital, mataas ang bayad. Bakit ang yaman ng Pilipinas pinapahirapan ng tao? Tama na ang paggamit ninyo sa pera ng tao. Ha? You, politician, tumigil na kayo sa korupsyon. Ha? Tumigil na kayo sa korupsyon. Kailangan magpakatotoo na kayo. Ha? Ito na ang panahon para lumabas na ang totoong sultan. Maraming nagsultan dito sa Sulu, pero political appointed. Dahil mayroon tayong kasulatan. No? Ang sabing kanina ng deputy ko, there is a Treaty of Paris in 1925. Ang treaty na yan, isauli na ang sovereignty to the source of origin. Sa Apo ay Apo. Raja Muhammad Gamal Hasan Abdurrahman, the only chosen by our Lord Jesus Christ, by our Almighty Allah, by the God of fire, and the God of China, Buddhist Omitoko, that we are going to implement the formula which has given program to respect the freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of choice. No one is above the law, and equal sharing the word of God to all peoples. The whole Philippines, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, and iba-ibang bansa, and sa buong mundo, tayo naghirap. Para sa atin yan, para mag-develop na ang Pilipinas. Dahil may pangako ang presidente natin, ang totoong Marcos. The true Marcos is a Chinese. He is Chua Tai Li from Taiwan. But he was being adopted by Indra Lee. Pagtakbo niya ng presidente, nanalo siya, pinalaki niya ang pera ng Sultan of Sulu in North Borneo. Imelda, kayo mga anak ni Imelda, mag-Marcos kayo kasi maraming Marcos. Ang totoong Marcos, he was passed away in 1983 in China. Nagpa-recover siya sa China, which advised by Apo Awalon dito sa Basilan. Ang paggamot niya po Awalon, pinapunta siya sa China mag-recovery, pinapoison siya ng mga kasama niyang nagpasira sa kanya. Pero ngayon ang Marcos po dito, apat pa ang buhay clone. Marcos. Yung totoong Marcos marunong magsalita. Intelligent. Pero yung sinasama kay Imelda, si Imelda ang magsalita, yun ang clone Marcos. May apat pa buhay. Yun ang gumagalaw dito. Alam ko yan. All the secret, top secret of the government. I-stop niyo na yan. Huwag niyo na ipalabas ang kalukuhan ninyo. Magbayad kayo ng utang. Tun Mahathir, Datu Haris Saleh, the former Chief Minister of Sabah, your source of origin is from Manila. You are Ilocano. Ilocano ka, Datu Haris? Hindi kayang Malay. Ikaw ang nagpapatay. Tragedy. June 6, 1976. You killed all the cabinet of Berjaya. Remember, your case is not finished yet. Tun Mahathir, stop the civil war in Mindanao. Your case, June 12, 2001, you will have a warrant of arrest. You will be called to the United Nations to attend your case as corruption. Pero pinasabog ninyo ang WTO. Twin Tower, it was commanded by George W. Bush, the son of George W. Bush, second. Anton Mahathir and Osama bin Laden. The three of you are the killer. Kayo ang nagpaaway sa buong mundo. Kailangan ko i-stop ninyo na ang away-away dito sa Pilipinas, especially in Mindanao. Ramos, tumigil ka na. Tuwid mo, pangako mo sa Queen ng Philippines, i-fix ang Mindanao. Bakit pa nagpagulo ka pa? Master Jimmy Gales, tumigil ka na. Huwag ka nang mangarap sa iyo ang alas. Sabi mo sa iyo ang alas, gusto mo mag-imperol? Ibibigay ko sa iyo saan ang gusto mo, China o Japan. At kung nakikinig ka, Master Gales, Huwag ka maggawa ng pangalan ng Allah. Ang Allah malinis. Hindi pwede magsinungaling. Hindi pwede magalit sa tao. Ang pangalan mo, Master Jimmy, Bisihos ang lagalis. Alisin mo ang Allah na yan. Walang minsupala. There will be no minsupala. That is illegal. Illegal organization is minsupala. Kasi ang buong Pilipinas nakarehistro na po yan as Solari Island. On September 21, 1921, buong Pilipinas, Solari Island. Hindi po yan Philippine Island, Philippine Archipelago. Hindi. That is political name. Pinangalan yan ni Marcos in 1974. Philippine Island, Philippine Archipelago. Hindi tayo colonized by Spain. Ang colonized, pinahiraman lang sila ng 300 years. Loan. Kaya nga ang yaman ng lolo, ng Sultanate of Sulu, ang trustee niya ay mga pari, bisya. Dahil kung nalaman niya ay siya lumutang na ang apo, lalabas siya dahil magpatunay para mapatunayan ng buong mundo lahat ng yaman ng Pilipinas, ang interest lang ang kunin namin para tatayo ang buong development dito sa amin. Hindi kami kukuha ng principal. Yun lang ang isabi ko sa Government of America, Government of England, and Government of Saudi Arabia. Please help me and support me for the speed development that my project already registered in the United Nations through Humanitarian Investment Development Unity Program. That is HIDOP. Why it is HIDOP? HIDOP means alive. I am not die, I am alive. Kaya nga, dito na ako sa Zamboanga, alam ko ang situation dito. Kaya nga nagpunta ako dito, may paaway sa Sulu, may paaway sa Basilan. General of Wismincom, please be advised. Saan kayo nilagay ng Armed Forces, Camp Rani, ang Forces of Philippines, and PNP? Kung magpasok na ang UN dito, will you put? Saan kayo ilagay? Wala na po yan place dito sa Visayas, Luzon, occupied na. Kasi paalisin ko kayo dito lahat kung hindi niyo ma-maintain ang peace and order ng Basilan at saka Sulu. Kasi involved kayo sa drama. Mostly ang Marine. General Saban is Abu Sayyaf. General Abu Sabaya is Abu Sayyaf. General or Marine. Hindi namatay si Abu Sabaya. Nag-retired na siya. Nanguhin na siya sa kanila. Siya ay Marine. Ang namatay si Bilyan. Buti Saban. Saban, nakaalis ka na sa Sulu. You are very lucky, General Saban, ha? Lucky, you are very lucky. Now, next to you, gumawa na naman ng away-away. General sa Wismincom, makinig ka na. I will let my deputy to see you to stop the civil war, to stop the drama here in Southern Philippines, especially Region 9. Kasi ang authority niya is to maintain the peace and order for the speed development. Yun lang ang inalaban namin. We don't want to against the government, but we will advise the government to reform, to honor the Federal Republic. You know the true Sultan of Sulu. Once I touch Philippine security, President Noynoy is my security. Noynoy, you are my security. You don't have authority to command. Once I am here in the Philippines, respect me, President Noynoy. President Noynoy, respect me. You go to Cotabato to have a darapanan, drama. Anong sinabi mo doon? Ipapulbos mo naman ang BIFM. Tumigil ka na. You Chairman Murad, treason kayo. Miswari, treason kayo. May isang miswari bata, Ilocano. Ang totoong miswari as a true bloodline of Badjao in Sulu. Hindi Ilocano. Ang Ilocano na yan, magpagulo, brain ni Master Jimmy. Master Jimmy, ikaw ang administrator, gumawa dito ng kalukuhan dito sa buong Mindanao. Tumigil ka na, malapit ka na kunin ng Diyos. Bati matanda ka na. Ang sabi ko sa iyo, huwag mong kunin ng hindi sa iyo. Kasi ang usapan ko sa kanya, ibinigay ko na, ipaayos ko sa niya ang Kristiyano at tribal. Ako ang mag-ayos ng Muslim, ayusin niya ang Muslim. Hindi man siya Muslim, pari siya. Tumigil ka na, Master Jenny, please be advised. Ha? Ikaw kasi mo din, Black Magic, Sultan of Terrorists, nandiyan ka sa Tawaw. Ha? Patigilin mo na ang forces ni Ismail Kiramian, led by his brother, Dato Puing. Ang tatay ninyo si Punjungan, inapon ni Mustafa Sultan. Anong dugo ninyo mag-sultan kayo? Mapahiya lang kayo sa buong mundo. Najib, Musaman, i-arrest mo lahat. Ang nagpunta doon, hindi yan sundalo ko. They are the Sultan terrorists to go against the government. Ulihin ninyo po yan. Kamu tangkap diorang lah. Pasal diorang itu buat kacau. Kamu tahu, ang Sultan of Sulu, first king of Malaysia, pertama agung di Malaysia, itu yang duit kamu, ringgit yang gambar dia. Dia tidak buat kacau, dia tidak suruh arah kacau, buat berperang. Dia ada keamanan, keadilan. Itulah aku, keluar sebagai cucu. Dan aku yang agung kamu, yang di Pertuan Agung, betul Malaysia aku. Kasih aku kedudukan, aku ambil kedudukan saya punya datuk. Pertama Agung Malaysia, aku cucu. 9 raja, yang duduk datuk saya 7 orang saja. 7 orang, aku tahu kamu sudah tanda tangan, kamu sokong saya. Ini Sultan Johor sama ini Kedah dilantik. Lantikan politik. Dia orang bukan betul punya. Itulah dia orang buat sokong ini 9 klaiman-klaiman ini. Anak ini Punjungan. Jolasbi pinaasawa siya sa antiko. Dayang Mas Nuna. Walang anak lalaki. Ang anak lalaki sa unang asawa, Rodinor, Kudhal, Dato Ting sa unang asawa. Pero dito sa antiko, puro babae. Kaya nga, hindi sila pwede mag-success kay Jolasbi. Kasi si Jolasbi, ang tatay niya, pinsan ng lolo ko. Yun na si Amiro Ubra. Tumakbo ng congressman noong si Marcos presidente. Ang pangalan na do Abel Bangsa. Yun na pinasok niya ang Sulu sa parts of the Philippine Mindanao sa constitution ng sa galing kay Amirul Ubrayan. Kasi sa 1935 constitution, ang more power is civilian than military. Kaya nga iniipon namin, ang sabi ng advice ng Kongreso at Senado, ipunin ang tao. Kasi nandito na kami. National government, especially Noy-Noy, ngayon ang authority mo, you don't have power already. The power now is the command of the Queen of the Republic of the Philippines. Helid Fatima Nasaria Panulino Abdurrajak is now command to dissolve the national government and local government to form the Federal Republic of the Philippines. If you will not honor the command of the Queen of the Philippines, I have to pull out Mindanao, Promised Land, as Islamic multiracial sultanate. You don't have sovereignty. Wala kayong sovereignty. Kailangan magrespeto kayo sa totoong sultan. Hindi kayo magrespeto sa mga piki sultan. Bakit doon ka pa kay Fuad? Si Fuad yan walang dugo. Ang tatay niya maggagawa ng kumpit. Kumpit. Kaya nga 3 sila pinaaral. 3. The Malaysian government sending 3 of them scholarship to England. Nakapasa si Sultan Ibrahim Johor. Nakapasa si Hasan al-Bolkiah. Iwala nakapasa si Fuad kasi lumabas ako. Paano siya mag-sultan? Nandito ang apo. Kaya nga tumigil na kayo. Sumunod na kayo sa katotohanan. Sumunod na kayo sa akin kasi may magkaisa tayo. Hindi ako greedy. Ang pera na ito para sa lahat. Ha? Kaya nga ako lumabas. Ayaw ko i-honor ang Roma Bitsara. Ginawa ni Punjungan, ang anak niya. Hindi, Roma Bitsara na yan. Diyan na posisyon ang uncle ko. Ha? Kung hindi sila gumawa ng Roma Bitsara yan, ang uncle ko buhay pa hanggang ngayon. Dahil pinuisyon nila. Kaya nga doon kailangan natin equal sharing. Kasi yung ilagay nyo ang Roma Bitsara, there is no privilege for other religion like Muslim tribal to share with the royalty. Kaya nga ginawa nila yan. That is political advice by the greedy, scrupulous, greedy, evil-minded like Sakultan, Governor of Basilan, Congressman Tupaylong, and Mayor of Zamboanga Peninsula, kapatid, Celso Lobregat. Tama na. Mayaman ka na. Ha? Magbago ka na. Ang yaman mo hindi kukunin. Pero i-develop mo na dito ang Zamboanga. Alam mo ang development hanggang ngayon, galing kay Klima ko ka, mahiya ka na. Celso Lobregat, alam ko kung sino ka. Hindi ako matakot sa iyo. Nandito ako sa Zamboanga. Ha? Kailangan magpakatotoo ka ng ninyo. Alam mo ilang ng gold na kuha ninyo dito? Plaza Pershing, ilang metric ton kinuha ninyo ng hapon? 500,000 metric ton of gold. Bakit ganun lang ang Plaza Pershing ginawa mo? Saan ang yaman ng mga tao yan sa Bacano? That is for the Chabacano people. Hindi yan para sa Lobregat family. For the Chabacano people. Shell mo yung gold na yan. Hindi yan sa inyo. Alam mo, kahit makuha ninyo na ang gold dito sa buong Pilipinas, sinabihan ako ng lolo ko, ipatayo ang ulo ni Mang Doktor. 7 tonners below the ground. Lahat ng gold pinalabas ninyo sa buong mundo will be returned to the head of Mang Doktor, Dr. Jose Rizal. No matter how you keep. Believe in God. Magtiwala tayo sa Allah, sa Panginoon Diyos. Kasi ang sabi ng Allah in hadith ko, Al-insanu sirri wa ana sirruhu. Ang ibig sabihin, you are my secret and I am your secret. Secret tayo ng Panginoon Diyos, kaya nga magpalinis tayo ng puso natin. Malapit na ang kapayapaan, malapit na ang development dito sa atin, pero ngayon, ang national government, local government, tumuwid na sila sa katotohanan. Huwag na sila mag-greedy. Wala nang political dynasty. Ngayon, ibalik natin na sa puso ng tao kung sinong ipaupuin nila sa bagay leader nila. Lahat ang COMELEC, mga kayong COMELEC, controlled by Ramos. Party list na yan, binabayaran po yan. Tender. Kahit hindi ka na mag-campaign, ang sabi ng party list, you have 5 million, you will be a board member. You will be a governor. You will be a congressman. You see, saan manggaling ang 5 million? Saan pupunta? Kay Ramos at saka si Mahadil. Yun ang ginawa ni Mahadil doon sa Sabah. Every 2 years, i-rotate ang chief minister. Kasi tender din, magbayad ako 300,000 ringgit, you will be the chief minister. Kasi dito si Ramos, you have 5 million, you will be the governor, you will be the congressman under party list. Stop! Ngayon, wala nang eleksyon. Kasi kung mag-eleksyon pa, mananalo pa kayo. Lahat pera, binabayaran ng tao. Nagugutuman na ang buong Pilipinas. Ang trabaho ninyo, binibenta ninyo ang Filipino people sa iba-ibang bansa. You are selling our own people. Where is your true democracy? Introduced by the Abraham Lincoln, the first black president of the United States. Government of the people, by the people, for the people, and to the people. Yun ang kailangan natin. Hindi yung government natin dito since Marcos 65 until now. By the government to the politician. For their own pocket. See? Ano nangyari sa sa tao. Kaya nga mga kapatid ko, Kristiyano, Muslim, lumad, yung mahihirap, support me as the true Sultan. Ito na ang panahon. Mayaman ang Sultan of Sulu and Northern sa buong mundo. Kunin natin na, isupport ninyo, i-recognize ninyo ang Queen natin, Queen Maria Makiling Helen Fatima Nazaria Panulino Abdurrajak as the true Queen. Maraming makiling, 10, sinabihan ako ng lolo ko. There are 10 contenders to be Queen Maria Makiling, but the secret is only one. Kung kayo ay asawa ko, you are the true Queen Maria Makiling. Kung hindi kayo ay asawa ko, you are Queen Makulong, Maria Makulong. Queen Maria Makulong. Ngayon, mga kapatid ko, especially Pedro Ramos, former President, the third President of the Republic of the Philippines, respect mo, ang sabi mo sa Queen, fix Mindanao. Bakit pinagulo mo pang Basilan at Sulu? And really, kung tingnan mo na you show my video, part 1 and part 2, I advise you to resign. Noy, you don't have authority to command as the President of the Republic of Philippines. You are lost power already. That is the command of the Queen of the Republic of the Philippines. Because the true Sultan of Sulu is advise you to transact and to negotiate. Not you advise the true Sultan. Now, resign immediately. Resign immediately because your father is involved in the Commander Dante. Martial law is, the case of martial law is alive. If you will not resign, you will carry the crime of your father as Commander Dante. I know all the brain of martial law is from your father, not Marcos. The true Marcos never create war. Kasi sinabi niya doon sa last word niya, sa ikaunlad ng bayan, disiplina ang kailangan, pantay-pantay tayong lahat, that this nation shall be great again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Astaghfirullahaladzim, astaghfirullahaladzim, astaghfirullahaladzim. Illa la ilaha illa wal hayyul qayyum wa atubu ilaihi la jamil hamdi wa tariqul barri wa islam. Wala haula wala quwwata illa billah. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Mabuhay tayong lahat. Muslim, Christian, lumad. Mabuhay, mabuhay.
Mindanao! Wow, Mindanao! Dito ang mga tao bumabati na may isang labi. Wow, Mindanao! Dito matitilayan, ganda ng kalikasan. Wow, Mindanao! Halika, lumayo sa tuktok ng kulita. Sa tulog ng tabal, natin na ay naghabag. Halika, sabayan ng awit ang sipol ng hangin. Halina't sumakay sa buhay dito sa Mindanao. Wow, 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 Mindanao! Wow, 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 Mindanao! Ganda ng Pilipinas, galing ng Pilipino. Lahat ng hinahanap mo ay matatagpuan rito. Wow, 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 halina, halika, halina't mamasdan. Halina, halika, halina't magsaya. Halina, halika, halina't mamasdan. Halina, halika, halina't magsaya. Tulad ng tama mare, tulad ng Jensen mare, ngiti ng kakayanon, malamig pa rin sa bukid mo. Mag-surfing ka sa Sarga, may higit sa labi. Wow, Mindanao, dito matitilayan, ganda ng kalikasan. Wow, Mindanao, halika, lumayo sa tuktok ng kunita. Sa tunog ng tabal, natin na ay naghabag. Halika, sabayan ng awit ang sipol ng hangin. Halina't sumabay sa buhay dito sa Mindanao. Wow, 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 Mindanao. Wow, 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 Mindanao. Ganda ng Pilipinas, galing ng Pilipino. Lahat ng hinahanap mo ay matatagpuan rito. Wow, 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 halina, halika, halina't mamasdan. Halina, halika, halina't magsaya. Halina, halika, halina't mamasdan. Halina, halika, halina't magsaya.